What Twitch stream did I just make alive? It's my own good. What Twitch stream did I just make alive? I can hear myself. Put the music on. We get a quick sound check, make sure everything is good for the stream. I'll pause that and Alright, so today we're gonna do movement. I've been dreading this. It's kind of why I've not been streaming at all, because it's all I have left to do is remake the movement, plus a few quality of life things, but you know, the main thing is movement. I can quickly check that the main thing is movement. Yeah, the sound seems to be good, right? Like I can hear myself fine over the music. It seems to be good, right? Like I can. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yo, what's good, Zach? Let me know if the audio's all good. I'm trying to figure out if the music's too loud or not. But yeah, what's good, man? We are back to coding. Been dreading remaking the movement code, but here we are today, getting ready to tackle this beast. I gotta open this up, yeah. This is the code. This is what I've been trying to follow. A bit loud. All right, let me crank that down a bit. That good? Hopefully it sounds good now. All for you. Air acceleration tier 2. I just don't know what sort of movement I want, man. Like, fuck. So confusing. Turn your mic up a bit if you can. Yeah, I can do that. Is that better? I can turn that up a bit. I can do it a bit more if you need. Make it in the nature. But yeah, no, my mic isn't that loud. I can boost it a bit more, but I don't want it to be fucking bass boosted to hell. Yeah, that's good. All right. But yeah, we gotta do movement, bro. Movement. I don't even want to like look at this, man. I don't get any of this. Like demo night charge. Fuck that. That's too much brain damage. All right, hold on. I reckon I can probably just work on like, I want to put this one to its own function, and then we will sort of get the rest from there. It's like learning a new language. Sort of. It's all math, bro. It's all math. Math that I don't get. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna make this called movement 2. All of this. I'm just gonna copy paste this. That. Minimize that. Whoopsies. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, fuck me. I misclicked. Do that and then do this. And I get 2 of the same functions. And now we have a backup technically. Movement. There we go. So jumping. I don't know, because currently the movement, right? Let's get a feel for it. I did coding in year 10. Yeah, I did coding in year 10 and a couple years before that, and then coding since then. Start host. Okay, so one thing I want is that currently the like why is the debugging not working? Hold on. Debug logs. Why doesn't it actually show the all the debugging, as they say? Where is it? All this. Oh, that's right, because I have what do you call it? Something here off. The gizmos. Yeah, there it is. I kind of fucked the movement up. That's the problem. Is it an FPS? Yeah, it's going to be a first-person shooter. Except you go way too fast, and that's intentional. That's because I press shift, which makes it go fucking boost mode. Alright, well I reckon we start with... We're adding a rigidity. I can tell this game is a game you're gonna dominate at? Yeah, well, I'd hope so. It's my fucking game. And I'll definitely understand all the physics of it better than anyone else. I do want it to be sort of like other Source games where you have like so much can emerge just from the physics. Like I'm hoping that other people, because I want to test out all the 1GG guys. I'm hoping that one of them can find out more, just find some unintentional mechanics that exist in the game. That's the sort of hope I'm going for. I want it to be one of those like physics sort of games. Move case updates my screen, right? Does that update at all? Hold on. No, I don't have that displaying on the UI. Where is the user interface? When I have toggle menu, you have the speed. Where is speed? Where is speed? Sensitivity. Where the fuck is speed UI? Speed. Yep, where is speed? It's active. So I call it through here. I probably call it through here, don't I? Where's UI? Update in-game UI. Yeah, speed. Okay, so then what I want to do is do that, and then move case. Point allowed. What's good, Alex? I used to do Unity when I did, but I just code videos. Yeah, when you start coding, you go through, as I like to go, tutorial hell, which is pretty much just where you're stuck doing tutorials. And you can't really code without tutorials. I'm at the point, finally free from tutorial hell, where I can just do things and they kind of work, you know what I mean? Serialize field. Jack said he wants to kiss you. Can I see game? Who is Jack? That's the real question. Who's Jack? Alright, then we go speed here, speed, and I'm just gonna do /n move case, and then we're just gonna have the move case variable here. So that'll actually display in game. Yeah, I'll show you that. Jacoby, I know all you like Orange Drift players by name. That's kind of it. Like I'll see you in game a couple of times. I need to play the game again, man. That's what I've realized. It's been a minute since I've played. Okay, so now we have the move case as well, and now it's just stuck at 1, which is not intentional. That's not good. Okay. That's sort of the game. It's like a rocket jumper, fucking. Doosh, doosh, doosh. Like it does work multiplayer and everything. I've got multiplayer working. This is exactly like 2 months ago. Yeah, because I haven't worked in it since. I've been on holidays and I just got back like 2 weeks ago, and I've been also avoiding working on the game because I have to redo the movement code, and that is what we're doing today. And I've been dreading doing that. So yeah, today's when I'm gonna get it done. But it does work multiplayer. I got it working like off stream, like multiplayer. I sent a friend version of the game, and he managed to join, and we were killing each other. And it was working, so I was actually really happy. Get a 3D scan of them. I want the voice lines in the game to be like just recorded by friends. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a little like a fun thing. But yeah. It's all code. It's all code that has to be done. Move case. I'm confused. Would move case never... Where is move case defined? This is that move case. Oh, I know why, because I remember a while ago I changed some stuff for the move code. Whatever, alright, let's start getting it to work. I want it to first... I first want to get the jumping done. I want the jumping to be... Okay, I want players to retain their momentum. First we need to define the criteria. You want to do this as a job? Game dev? To an extent. I wouldn't want to work for like a AAA studio, definitely not. But if I could work like as an indie dev that just works my own games and I can have my own creative freedom in what I want to do, I'd 100% want to do that as a job. Like if I could do what I'm doing right now as a job, hell yeah, that'd be sick. Full creative freedom, but I don't know. I mean, this game, when I do release, it will be for free, so I don't plan to make any money off this. This is just a passion project. Alright, so with the movement, what do we need from the movement? Alright, we need what's actual criteria for movement here? Movement criteria. So we want it to make a mobile offline game? No, thanks. So we want it to hold jump to auto bhop. Build speed by strafing. Cannot hold W and build speed. Then we need to make it so when landing, it would make bank maybe. Yeah, mobile games do make a lot of money, especially from ads. So one on the ground, if you get a lot of downloads, one on the ground after with enough speed. Enough speed, make. How do I explain this? One on the ground with max speed, or the max speed. Decelerate. I want bhopping to be a feature automatically. Decelerate unless holding down jump bhopping. I think this is a good start, right? We hold down jump to build speed. So we hold jump to auto bhop, build speed by strafing, can hold W and build speed. One on the ground with greater than max speed, decelerate unless holding down jump. Okay, I think the first thing I want to do is get the jumping work, and then oh yeah, we want another one where you can press like, press what button could be a good example. And we'll just do X now. To flip momentum. Okay. All right, so we need a, what do we have already? We have a movement speed cap variable, and use booster, jump force, and movement force. Speed cap would be, I don't even know where to start with this. It's a problem. All right, what I want to start with first. I reckon I want to do the jumping first. So okay. Jump if get end is grounded. Then you add a relative force. Like if I get the rigid body and I get the velocity, can I set that as well? I can. My brain doesn't understand this at all, bro. Like we're adding forces in these directions, which I don't think should be correct. I think we need to do the math outside of, or we need to not use add force. Like we need to change all these to be different. Oh, this is, okay, this is the booster, so ignore that. Then what does WS and D do? Oh, it's these. So move X and move Z. I have to read through my code to understand this, bro. We add the force in the movement force direction, and then we, okay. Move, what is move? Move is just normalize at both of them. Okay. This is fine. These up to here is fine. Then we need, yo, J-Fed, what's good, bro? Welcome in. We out here working on the game. Yeah, my mind's absolutely fucking fried, bro. I don't understand any of my old code. I haven't touched this game in like 2 months and it's still shit, so. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it before. Give you a little tour. Meant to be like just a projectile shooter. Like with rocket jumping and shit. That's the goal. Yeah. Yeah. It's been fun to make. It's a lot of fucking bumps along the way, like this. But you know, we get over it. What have you been up to, bro? Grounded, relative force. Yeah, I think the, what do you call it? The, where is it? Prefabs. The player. And then his ground check. Where is he? Ground check, here it is. I think it's just a bit too... Bro, in a fucking cast again? Probably, oh shit. That sucks, bro. How long are you on a cast for now? How long are you gonna be fucking restrained, restricted? Ground check radius. Let's see how big this actually is in game. Hold on. Host. Big would 0.2 be. I think it always is. Let me do that clone. Is 0.2 currently 0. It's always going to be activating the B hop. Hmm. 2 months, not too bad. That still sucks, bro. Can let my man free. My brother free. As I can do surf. I cannot surf along this, never mind. That's a feature I should add. The ability to surf. I don't know the math to do this, man. That's a problem. I just don't understand the math to do this shit. Like, it sucks. The move case doesn't work at all either, which is cringe. Unless it's always this one. Move type equal 1. Ah, I know why. I remember. That's why it doesn't work at all. This is the old code. Now move case will actually work. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a lot more workable with, I guess, but yeah, you can't. If I hold W, it's just gonna slow me down. I don't want to slow the player down, that's a problem. And that is what it's doing though. See v, so v needs to equal. I don't remember what any of this is. That's a problem. Number 3 only triggers a few conditions. I'm getting a ton of speed from just strafing. The idea is I want to be able to like maintain momentum like this. It doesn't really work that well. I just don't know what I want with the movement. Like fuck. The hardest part is I want to get a good feel for the game. The game just does not feel right. Okay. Well, when I go back here, the player's speed is still 0.2. Make the player 0.1. 0.1. Yo, is there microtransactions yet? No, that's next to do. That's what we're gonna do next. You can get a. I'll make a golden pan. I think for everyone who does, because I do want to release this game on Steam. I'll add items for that and shit. Just so if people want to spend like a fucking $1, they can, I guess. But I'm gonna add like a golden pan or something, or just a golden item to everyone who plays the game, like during testing. Yeah, the strafing sort of works there, but it's just kind of shit at the same time. You know what I mean? Like hold on. So move case being 3. This only triggers when L. What is L? Is a speed cap. So when L is smaller than or equal to the projected 2, which is a projects a vector onto another vector. And then we're getting velocity 2, which is the horizontal velocity, onto the move. And move is the both of them. So we're projecting vector onto this one. We're projecting this vector onto this vector, and we're getting the magnitude of that, length of it. And then we're checking if that is smaller than or equal to 5. If it is, then we accelerate. Then velocity equals the move minus the horizontal velocity. That doesn't make sense. Okay, we're gonna just ignore this if false. Instead of remaking the code, I'm just gonna probably just modify what we have already until I get to a suitable stage. Holy shit. Okay, this is working a bit too well. So holding W. Okay, so that is the one that restricts our speed. Okay, so that is, we kind of need that because that's what restricts our speed, right? I see I had all these here. I want to go through these. So how was it that I changed between those? That was with move type. Where is that? Where's that called? Sorry. Where's move type used? E. Okay. Let's press E. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now I can change it. So we're in move 3. Move case 1, we can just go infinitely and gain speed. Yeah, checks out. And then 2. 2, we just go fucking zooming. Why do we go zooming on 2? What is the code for that? 2, on 2, we're getting velocity is a speed cap minus the magnitude of velocity 2, which is a horizontal velocity. And then we're just getting the cosine of the angle of the vector. Okay. Times 2. So this is usually when we're turning, I believe. This is when this one calls in the most. But the thing is, it always switches between 3 and 2. I assume because it's going over speed. Because it's not else ifs, it's just if statements. Which is, yeah, fine, but... Holy fuck. It really just loves to fucking speed off, eh? Okay, so yeah, this is what gives us our power when strafing, because it gives us so much more speed if we're at the angle that it needs to be at. Hold on. I want to add another thing to move case. I want to chuck in the... Where's move case defined? Where's move case? Not that, move case. Strafe angle. And then I want to go /n strafe angle, strafe angle. And then I want to go down here and call strafe angle equal to this, right? Turns the angle, and then we times the magnitude by the angle. How does that make sense? Make it make sense, buddy. We'll do this. What we're going to do is we're going to then call here strafe angle equals to and then if we go back into the game, all right. And we're off the map. Okay. What happens when we're going straight with this? We still gain speed. Oh, okay, but that's not what we want. Okay, so we barely gain any speed, but we do gain speed when we go around the turns. Okay. I guess, yeah, if the projected 2 and the speed cap minus the magnitude. Wait. We're going to do another button. We're going to call this one P type. We need serial last field private bool is override move type. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to, whenever we press T, equals the inverse of that. And then what we're going to do is then go here, we're going to do speed, move case, and then we're going to have override, we're going to over here, we're going to have the override move type. What this will do is we'll show us if we're overriding or not. And then And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to go to override. Where's override at? And here. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a if override move type. We're going to then just include everything in here. What I'll do is actually make I don't want to make a separate function for everything, sort of. Else, and then we're just going to copy paste. This is ugly as fuck coding, but it's for testing, I swear. And then we're going to have here like that, and like that. We're going to get rid of the true. And this way we can now test between manual and thingy with a key press in game, which would be pretty helpful. Let's go back to the game. Host, case over false, T. I want like number one to give a bit more velocity, if that makes sense. Like when I get to the sweet spot, it strafes without a problem. And if I start jumping as well, then I gain some serious speed. Problem is just getting to this point. It doesn't always work. Like here, it's not really working. Like it's working, but not as much as it should. But then it gets to that point where I think it's greater than the angle, and then it cooks itself. So what actually forces it to go into the third? Projected 2. More than L. So project 2 is the project. Vector 3 project. Let's look at the documentation. On normal and the projection, and then the vector. Understand projection. The vector on normal extends the same origin point straight upwards by some line component, a line representing. Currently gun just slide to get close to target as possible with projection turning along the direction you use a line gun force to a rigid body. The rail direction. Right, I think I get it. So it's not actually, it just gets this vector but then applies onto the line pointing in this direction, somewhere along the line is a tip. So when we pass in the heading, because I assume where we're looking, L2 is a horizontal velocity, it's a current movement, and then we're getting or adding the move to it. Okay. That makes sense, that makes sense. That checks out, because then all we're doing is we're going like all we're doing then is just adding on to the force. Like you get stuck there, like it's so weird. It should not be happening. Interesting. I feel like this is wrong. I want to change this to be, it becomes a vector then, the magnitudes of, yeah, okay. So theta actually equals the angle. Oh, so I can just do theta without needing anything else. Hold on. theta. And then, I'm stuck here thinking project, magnitude, angle. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know what I'm reading anymore. This one I'm going to get rid of. What we're doing here is, see, why is this deleted? What is velocity 2? It's just a horizontal velocity plus move. What if I undo that? About a couple things about to happen here. Let's see. Oh, one thing I want to do as well, actually, while we're here, is find where the fuck the UI update is and change some things in there. Where is the UI update? Where are you? Where's your user interface? There it is. UI. There it is. Let's see if this works. Starting to run out of ideas. I think really it's just going to be a case of hit my head against the wall enough times, eventually I'll break through. Ooh, that's a lot of fucking words. Okay, the strafe angle is... Holy shit. Okay. Yo. The math is wigging out. Holy shit, okay. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. I see why that was disabled. I'm going to disable it again. Okay. degrees, and here it's like 180. Yeah, it's fine. $30 that it's, what do you call it? What's that? Like I'm holding W in space right now. I sort of just get stuck in this loop. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like 45 degrees that I'm just speeding through. Maybe it needs to be... Hold on. You could tell like what's doing what. It's that yellow line. It's figure it's, yeah, it's a yellow line that's doing that, right? Yeah. Yellow line needs to meet the red line for it to work. But it shouldn't be, okay, so the velocity, I think the problem is that the velocity is being pushed off the yellow line and not the red line, whereas yellow, so vel. I think the problem is that we're comparing, yeah, vel is the transform position plus the velocity. What's the black line? Are transform forward? I think the way we're heading needs to be where we generate the vector, the force, you know what I mean? Like I'll explain this. Yeah, see, because that blue connects off the yellow, but it's off the yellow that we're doing it, not off the black. That's a problem. And we need to be doing it, I believe, when you replace the yellow with a black line, pretty much. Just like what's in front of us generally, you know? So we're gonna make a new variable for that actually. We'll call it the how can I just get the, yeah, just like that maybe, right? And then pull vector3 forward, right? And then all we're going to do here is when we're applying our velocity, especially in the turn here, instead of using velocity 2, we then use forward, right? Where is it? Only one way to find out what this will do. Here we're gonna actually, what do you call it? Yeah, I need it to be more powerful, I think, as well when it's, hold on, let me, I'm trying to fucking figure out how to simulate the physics here. Or visualize them, I mean. Maybe it was meant to be here as well, instead of velocity 2. Maybe it's meant to be forward plus acceleration. I feel like it's just meant to apply from the front. Oh, no, but that only applies to when we're going straight. It's only 2 and 3 we have to worry about with this. Because you have the forward. I've got to redo all these as well, that's a problem. I'll leave it like as is for now. Just gonna see what happens. Yeah, see, now it doesn't. A just throws me forward instead of. I was stuck at 3, interesting. Okay. So let me get rid of the last one I did here. I think this is fine. We just leave 1 as is. We just, ACC2 is just move, which is fine. We're just applying the force. And then after that, as long as it's less than speed cap, and then the magnitude. Because with V at the end, we just add that force. Okay, so okay. And then 2 and 3 are the ones I want to test now. Yeah, see, so now this works fine still. Might buff the speed you get from the ground anyway. See, I need it to be. I need to be stronger on. Because it needs to be just have too big of an angle. Okay, once again, I've realized that we actually didn't do what we were meant to do, where we get the angle from h of L, which is the thing to move. Move is where we want to go to. I think we need to get that from the actual What's the yellow one? The yellow line is the velocity. Velocity is that plus that. So I reckon we just need to do forward. No, we need to do, I reckon we need to do this. Oh. Let's just try that, see what happens. Save that, I have saved it. Yeah, see, it's always doing 90 degrees now. 45, yeah. See, it's not the angle from here, which is fine. See, I needed to have more turn speed there, I think. Eventually I get to the sweet spot, which is however far this is. Where is override? Okay, and then we need to do so we need an angle, I reckon, instead of between, what was here beforehand? The angle used to be, it was HVEL, okay. So instead of horizontal velocity, then we're gonna have forward, and we need it to, instead of being towards move, we need to be instead towards the horizontal velocity, which would be, or maybe towards the acceleration actually. We'll try this one. Yeah, it's like when it gets to, that's just the angle we have now from where we're going. Okay. I'm not open this in multiple windows. All right. I'm just on the Bayphone to look through here. I might just recode this all, honestly. Built from scratch. Homie, what was good, Trev? Welcome in. Me, our old boy. Welcome in, bro. Had a big last night. The words, my god. Had a big night last night. Holy hell yeah! What'd you fucking get up to? Oh, my brain's gonna fucking melt. I swear. And then we want the jump. No, everything else after that is all just math. Okay, so vodka went down in 30 minutes. Hell yeah. Fucking 20 cents. Fuck, how are you alive, bro? That's my question. How you been drinking that much and still live? Live to tell the tale. I would not wake up the next day, I'll tell you that. Maybe the day after that. I'd be fucking snoozing the entire day. Vector projection, take a moment to read the Wikipedia article on it. Yes, sir. Oh, whoopsies. And this one had the adrenaline pumping. You just built different, bro. Fucking, oh my god, dark mode. Thank you. Noted is orthogonal. This notion defines. So I'm so confused. So, oh fuck this. Pull no girl I like. Fuck, it feels that, man. Dead homies. Like, I don't know what I have, man. My brain's like smushed. To give an angle between the velocity vector v and the accelerator vector, and we can calculate the magnitude of the projection of v onto a with the equation of v pro. Huh? Project. Let's show you here. This is trying to real light t line, and the limit is crossbar. No acceleration applied. The complete equation for v is therefore. Onk, it's 3 AM. I'm seeing this. Yes. Welcome in. How's the game going? Polydead? That's just the Discord server. Polydead's not the name of the game. I'm gonna rename it once I get things going. The game is working though. I got multiplayer working. I got my friend to fucking play it. I sent him a copy. I had like a dedicated server going, and we were playing each other. And then we killed each other a couple times, and the game crashed. And I haven't touched the game since then. That was like 2 months ago. What I learned was I need to redo the movement code, which is as I'm doing now. And the math hurts my brain. Oh, yeah, welcome in, Greamy. I don't even know how to say name. Grimmy. I forget. If it is less than the speed limit, the examples above demonstrate this. Here's a projection shown to your lines and limits across. Do you sometimes think of Echo? Yeah, obviously, and a lot because I do a lot with the Orion Drift game now. Every time I'm in Orion Drift, I'm like, Echo's better, man. That's all I think of. Echo was better, but it's right. Orion Drift's still kind of fun. It's nice like not being a competitive player because I don't give a fuck about like any of the comp shit. I just have fun casting and you know, doing all the other shit. So it is a nice change. It's like watching when Echo started popping off, but instead of being one of the players, I'm on one of the other, I guess, spots. You know, it is good fun. But yeah, the Echo is so much better. It's nice and kind of player. You can't even find pubs anymore. Fun anymore, bro. OC has no fucking like, bro. OC has no servers yet, and it's just pissing me off. And he's like, yeah, we'll give you servers. No, they didn't. We're still waiting for our 4v4 servers. At least you can play 4v4. I've been sitting here just fucking spectating high NA games. I try to arrange different. Look, I'll be honest. It is a lot of fun once you get the movement down. Like the movement is hard. Think of it like sort of like how Echo and Rock League are. Like they were both really hard at the start, but once you understand the movement, you get really good at the movement. It's actually so much fun. But you have to get to that point first, which is not for a while. I tried Echo VR, not my jam. Someone banned this guy. Eradicate him from the server, from the chat. Air strafing. That gives it 86 degrees for the heaviest gives you get 83 degrees. Angle which you can get any acceleration or if we practice, we want to get as much acceleration as possible. Angle in this case is given by what the fuck? Bro did the tutorial and quit. Man, I don't actually, my brain is mushed. Mushed as they say. Okay, let's try again. So what the hell? Although you pose like the feeling of being stuck, they're doing nothing, moving 5 ms towards the block to continue to do nothing. Yeah, see, it's just you're just throwing, bro. Regrabs. Yeah, the speak up kind of sucks, but yeah, regrab. I don't know. I don't even think about like how I move around. It's just so like it's all just muscle memory to me. There's no thought behind it. Do this, do that. It's more positioning based, if anything. You're playing slow. Okay. So the velocity is updated every logical frame, adding the acceleration vector scaled by the frame time to the velocity vector. I'm so confused. Hold on. Stream slows you. Regabbing is an option. Yeah, that's why you can't play pubs. Pubs in every game fucking sucks at this point. What do you call it? I need to just do some math real quick. Where do they get this number? So it's understand what he does here. So he gets the vector with how many seconds of extra movement. What's the logical frame rate? Is that A or is it no acceleration? It'd be the acceleration, right? I don't understand what the variables are here. Logical frame rate is unrelated to the graphical frame rate. Decided to become one of the best Orion Drift players. How is NA going for you? Excited for the season start, which is in like 2 days, tomorrow? I don't know. Get to this number from here, 60 times. So confused. Where's V from here? No, my team are just leaving and other teams are on lockdown. Yeah, it's called Rostermania. Every fucking season in the break, it's always going to be like this. The best thing, and I'm going to tell you this right now, if you want to win, find a team that you're going to stick with. Because the way we won in OC every season, except the last one technically, but where we constantly won is because our team just never changed. We just had the same main roster for fucking 4 seasons straight. And because our like team chemistry was so fucking good by like, you know, after like 2 seasons, your team chemistry gets to the point where it's like, you don't even need to talk anymore. You just know what you're going to do. You know where your teammates are, they're even talking. And it's just so much better than teams that just break up and fucking get back together every season. Like, you know, switch around all the players and stuff. Like, legit, just stay together and you win. Like, people don't understand. This is why Ignite won. This is why all these other teams in Echo, right? They had the same main roster for so long and they just kept winning because they got better. And even if they weren't as, you know, skilled as other teams, right, they'd still win. Like, we weren't as skilled as other teams. Obviously, comp is actually like reasonable comp. It's better than your players leaving you for better teams. But the thing is, that happens in every region. And OC, I'm watching it happen as well. Like, it happens every region, everywhere. It's not a NA or EU exclusive thing. It just happens more in NA because there's more players and more teams. But yeah, like, just find a team, a good team that you know you're gonna get along with. It's obviously hard, easier said than done. But like, find people that you know you're gonna fucking get well with, and then just get good with them, and don't split. Like, at the end of the season, if you guys get a bad result, don't let that dissuade you. Fucking stay together. Like, you know, one player change if you really need to, but like, don't. If your team keeps splitting up, it's just not going to work. You're never going to build a team chemistry if you keep splitting. The acceleration for this is that. Note if you're in vertical velocities between 1 and 249 upwards, in which case your acceleration is only 2.5 times. Pretty simple so far. No, it's not simple. The acceleration vector scaled by the frame time so I guess the delta time, right, would be the thing. So velocities update every logical frame. Remember you visiting the strategy statistics and uni, none of them. First me sensitivity statistics in the Unity game, none of them are anything hard, just time consuming. Maybe Unity game about 3 months ago. When was this in context of? Oh, this would be, yeah, this because that was my first semester at university. That was what I was doing my subjects, because the Unity game was my game dev elective, because we get to choose a degree to like a subject to do at uni. It's just what do you call it, for fun. So I did game dev, and that was a lot of Unity stuff. And then, yeah, the statistics were just math, and cybersecurity was fucking piss easy. Easiest A's I've ever gotten. Yeah. This semester has not been any less boring. So yeah, it's been pretty. Me. The equivalent completion for V, whatever is, if. True survivor. You're like a little kid. I understand. Remember the speed limit is very small, 30 and 2. Forward, even to slide forward, so it would be cut off, so you can't hold W, you can go flying through the air. So if you want, we need to add perpendicular or to or behind our velocity. S-strafing. Is there a full formula somewhere? No. Okay. So I guess we want to code this in then, right? I feel like it's what I had beforehand, but we're going to do it again, I guess. So let's first get the variables. We need to find orientation, unit vector 3, vector 3, orientation. We need velocity and we need acceleration, and vel and or. Just like that, yeah. And then we gotta go. The orientation orientation in the direction we are facing. And the direction we're facing would be, okay, so I can copy that one from here actually, because forward would just be getting forward, which is that forward. Yeah. Now velocity is going to be a vector with units per second in the direction of movement. So that's just going to get our rb dot velocity. That, right? And then your velocity, horizontal velocity is going to equal that. Okay. Let's just move, right? Move that normalize, we'll just make it, yeah. So then we're just gonna do acceleration equals move, right? Because that's gonna be in the direction of acceleration. Move is just going to be move dot normalize. What's the value? Magnitude normalized. So I don't know if I want to do this or if I'm meant to do move is a transform right, transform forward times z. Okay, so accelerate move. I don't know. Angle between velocity. This makes sense here. Then okay, I can do this. So the projected at A is speed cap is that. No. So I guess we make the velocity equal to current. Because we have to assign at the very end, we have to assign this. Correct. This. What is V? We don't make our current vector just equal to the current velocity. Don't get basics, velocity, direction of movement. Vector determined by the moving keys. Oh, acceleration determined by the moving keys. Orientation, so the moving keys determined. No, this guy will assume he's WSD, yes. Velocity is altered to every logical frame. Scaled by the frame time to the velocity. So V equals velocity. V equals, I guess, to vel x time times acceleration, right? Have I fucked up somewhere? I've. Can I not? Can I use operands? V plus time. The A is the acceleration, which is the direction of movement. Move is just that and that. No. Move x, move speed. What's the force for movement? Hold on. Movement force, movement force. Multiplied by the movement force. Then I do rb.set. I can do that, right? Just try this. I'm just curious to see what happens. Yeah, it seems fine. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start drawing some lines on the ground, so like how I had before. All these. Copy paste them there. Debug lines, draw physics, Rog. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that one for now, I guess. We're about to find out what the rest of that does. The yellow and yeah, they're all tweaking out. This is fine. Green is our velocity vector. Yeah, see, they're all based off the okay. So I need them to all be based off of see, because they're all like offset. They're all based off 0, 0, not so I have to just add this in front of everything, I believe. Where was the blue one? Yeah, so green and yellow sort of follow each other here. Okay, see, I want the strafing to be a bit stronger there. I feel like we're getting it. We're getting there this time around. Like, I'm gonna destroy all of these pretty much. Minus 1 2 1 2. Welcome in. 12 12. Not sure how you want to pronounce those, but welcome in. How you doing, Minus? Welcome to the stream as we're trying to fix our movement, and it's sort of working. Yeah, I want to draw the forward. Do this. I'll redo those. Debug. This is some of the ugliest code I've ever written, and I'm not proud of it. Forward. Oh, wait, what? Do I not have a forward variable? From there, we're doing 1 2 plus, and then orientation. Make the orientation color black. You had a really good idea for a team? What's your really good idea for a team? I probably don't even know half these players you're going to mention. And then we'll have green is the calculated velocity. So ori v, and then we're going to have this one as so yellow will then be vel, and then this will be v, and then we're going to have debug.draw line position plus red, I guess, for the acceleration. Excel color.red. Right. And then this will be orientation. No, wait. That'll be acceleration. Very good. Amount of ads Twitch gives are evil. You do get ads on my stream? Because you shouldn't be getting ads on my stream. What do you call it? Because yeah, I'm not, or at least it used to be the case where if you have the politics and Israel tag in your stream, ads would be disabled. So if that's no longer the case, then I'll probably remove that no ads thing from my stream title and remove the tags. Friends, really good team motions. What? I don't get them on your stream, but yeah, no, it's Twitch ads are horrendous. Like they're awful. That's why I disable them, because like I don't make money from ads anyway. Like I make like cents from ads. So if people want to watch me, I don't want fucking them, you know, to go away because ads. Kind of just sucks. Okay, this makes sense now. This is good. The black shows where I'm heading, and the green and yellow are matching, which is fine. Someone pick up this dude hasn't played since a long shot of the team. My friend, yeah, I don't know any of those. Wait, unless Pog is the Pog turning guy, then I know him because of Pog turning. That's about it. You know, Twitch ads suck. Like it's just shit. And Twitch gives me 8 ads. Yeah. I know what you mean with a reel. I was about to say, yeah, sometimes like, you know, you pause and unpause a stream because it's like lagging. Like, oh, you know, like you're like 8-second delay, so you want to pause it and unpause it to catch up, and then you get another set of ads, and you're like, fuck. I hate Twitch for that. Sucks that ad block doesn't really work on it either most of the time. Okay. So we got this sort of working. Green, yellow, that makes sense. We need to get okay. Let me. Okay, so we got that done now. The next thing is you want to get, I guess, like that doesn't know. I don't know if that's correct, because this is just, we're just timesing this by the velocity. let's work on setting the speed cap, and then from there we're going to figure out the rest afterwards. I'm going to just keep this. I'm removing this one. Like that. You're going to work for A. I've actually applied for A. I actually have applied for them. But I'm OC, bro. They're never gonna accept my application. But I did like put in my resume and stuff a while ago. It's in like I think a week and a half ago. When I got back from my trip, I was like, "Fuck, I want to work for A." What's the error? Like, I would love to if they fucking give me the opportunity, but are they gonna hire someone from OC? Probably not. I applied for 2 roles: community manager and then also developer. Back-end dev, more back-endy stuff. The general application, yeah, and it's all you can do. Because I was asking some other current devs, like, what's the best way to apply? And they're like, yeah, you just gotta put a general application. They said usually they're just kind of handpicked, at least as of recent. People have been handpicked from the community. But it doesn't hurt to put your application in, so I'm like, okay. Okay, that's sort of working. Okay. Now is the time where we actually gotta start doing all this stuff. The fun math. Before applying acceleration each frame, the engine will check the projection. I just want to make sure that I'm not going insane, right? You should look out for another one to pop up. There was creative marketing one before that wave of new devs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I don't think anything's on the applications at the moment. Move this off. Another axiom. Careers, and there's still just a general application. Come on, fucking open up your applications, you bozos. Hire me. Yeah, but I don't know. They treat OC so shit, so I don't see why they'd fucking want an OC community manager or anything, or dev or anything else. Okay, back to this. So, all this shit. This blue line, this would be plus the velocity. Yeah. Which the quality of OC. Bro, we've been asking for like they won't give us fucking. I don't know if you're defending them or if you're not defending them here. Like it is. I wouldn't say it's not intentional, right? I don't think they intentionally want OC to fucking be suffer, but like right now there are 3 comp test servers on 4v4 in OC that are always on 0 out of 0 players because there's like only a handful of people in the region have access to them. But we still have not gotten VRML servers for 4v4, even though in VRML we've asked them countless times now, and they just brick wall us, bro. Like it's like talking to a brick wall. Like they just ignore it. Like yeah, we'll get. They said OC will have servers before VRML starts. We are like it's literally Sunday here. Like man, like they're just fucking stonewalling us. Like it's fucking annoying. Care for your communities. I don't get what benefit they have from ignoring. And people then go wonder like, why is OC so far behind in skill, right? Because obviously OC is nowhere near NA and EU in skill, right? And it's no fucking wonder why when we can't play the game. Like, fucking the players can't play. We're all forced to practice in 3v3. And when 4v4 comes around, it's like, it's fucking fresh to all of us. We're like, I've legit sat with all my friends, right? Just fucking in 4v4 watching NA teams like Ivy played out. And we're just like learning from them because what else can we do, bro? Okay. We need to have a line that connects these ones. I need to have the projected one. V projected A. Hold on. So, okay, so I guess we need our conditions here, right? Speed limit, so if our velocity or whatever is before applying acceleration each frame, the engine checks this projection of your velocity onto your acceleration. Okay, so we're going to then quickly just, I guess, do the projection set. So we're going to do, I just made a new variable for that, didn't I, last time? Rocket launcher. It was good, bro. And fuck this song. Fuck this song. This is what I feel for you, crackhead. How you doing, crackhead? You got me motivated to work on the game again. I hate the physics. I'm redoing all the movement. I'm going through this and trying to make it all again from scratch. No, I meant to come down here to grab it and I didn't. Yeah, so let me do this. I did not recognize. So the projection v proj acceleration. So velocity projected to the acceleration would look like this. No. Project the vector onto another vector on normal. Oh. Vector 3. When shopping trolley rocket update. Once I get this, honestly, I'll fucking implement that real quick. Just a rocket trolley that just the ideas are there, Kraken. The ideas are there. We just got to get those ideas. Where is v is the new velocity? Okay, so what we're going to do is if the projection is greater than the speed limit, then the acceleration. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we just get the appetite. Dot magnitude, is it? It returns a length is greater than the speed cap. Then what we're going to do is, so first, yeah, checks the projection of your velocity onto your acceleration. When God made Earth, did he use Unity, Unreal? He used Blender. Actually, no, he used Godot. If you know what Godot is, given an angle theta. That's why Python is the language they use for Godot. He used GameMaker 2D. He used processing. If you know what processing is, he used Scratch. That's what he used. We can calculate the magnet. Oh, hold on. If fucking, by the way, if fucking, I want to see if he's online. If Guido's online, I want to play with you and Guido. He's not. He's last online 3 hours ago. Fuck. Bro, I need to play with you and Guido. Oh, we just need to get all of us and Guzman in a lobby, and it'll be so good. I was talking to him on Discord. He was so funny. I got him added on Discord now. I was like, yo, Guido. I showed him the video as well, and he was fucking cracking up. Like, bro, I barely remember that night. I'm like, damn. I'm gonna get the magnitude, projection of v onto equation. Given an angle theta between the vectors velocity vector v and the acceleration vector, we can calculate the magnitude of the projection of v onto a, the equation. Can I just theta equals vector 3 dot angle between, and then we just do from the vel to the vel project a. And then going to some casual later. Let me know if you're down. I'll fucking, yeah, I'll probably join you. Don't know how much longer I can take this for before I go insane. Deprecated. Use angle instead. Angle between use radians instead of degrees. Oh, okay, angle. It's from to, yeah, from velocity to that. Okay, and then, yeah, because the velocity project the acceleration. Okay, I want to show the projection as well, so let me pull that up real quick. I'll use this one, debug.drawLine transform.position transform.position plus vel project acceleration, and then we're gonna have the color for it be magenta. Right, and if is, we're just going to, so if the projection is greater than the speed limit, then the acceleration is completely ignored. If it is less than the speed limit, then the acceleration is applied, but only up to the speed limit. That's ensuring that v is more than or equal to L. And then I guess v would equal vel plus, I guess it's just this line here, right? Maybe it's meant to be, maybe it's meant to equal this. What if we do like this instead, and then we just do move? Right, and then what if I just do here, I can just do move. And then here, we make this 0, or I guess vector 3.0. Magnitude, then we're going to do this. Magnitude is smaller than, or equal to speed cap. We do that. Otherwise, is it completely ignored? Hold on. Notes. Before applying acceleration each frame, the engine checks the projection velocity into acceleration. We do that. If you're not familiar with the vector, given an angle theta between the velocity vector v and the acceleration a, we can calculate the magnitude of the projection of v onto a with the equation. Blah. If the projection is greater than the speed limit, then the acceleration is completely ignored. If it is less than that, we apply the acceleration is applied, but only up to speed limit. Thus, the less than speed limit, only up to that, ensuring that v real time teal line, going with a teal line. I'm gonna make it teal then. Hold on. Alright, let's just hop in game and just see what this does. Yo, Callum, what's good, man? Welcome in. Time to go a bit cool with all this fucking bullshit. Oh my god. Okay. What the fuck? Why does it do this? Oh, it's because it's I know why. That, right? Do this. Actually, that will do the same thing. So let's see now. I imagine that it should be that the position, yeah, that's fine. We need to have the, what do you call it? Black, oh, we need a line that connects these to the, whatever, the red line, the acceleration. So I guess air strafing is only when we're in the air. Let's see, our toast. Okay, it sort of works. Holy fuck. Okay. Holy shit, what the fuck is happening? This is something. Okay. What the fuck happened there? Acceleration, velocity. So V cap. V is what do we do back here? We just added the acceleration of V. We made V the acceleration. So it's less than the speed cap. We just do that. We get the current acceleration, and then we add the move to it. I don't think that's what we're meant to do. I think we're just meant to do maybe just the acceleration. Oh, we're adding the, hold on. We add the acceleration is applied. That's why. Because that will account for everything. Yes. Okay, it's a lot smoother. And it won't let me go over speed as well. But I can strafe my way, I think. Maybe I can strafe my way into getting more speed. Look at that. But if I hold W, it's not going to do anything. I think I have to keep jumping up and down to a... Don't actually do much. And I can strafe like this. I can circle strafe. Okay, see, I need to make, I think, the velocity. I think I need to make it only the horizontal velocity, not the vertical. So yeah, h of L will be that. And then I reckon we just do the velocity is equal to, instead of that, we're just going to make it equal to h of L. Okay, let's try that. Curious to see what happens, because now it should also account for, yeah. I hold W, nothing happens, but if I start like side strafing this, like that sort of works pretty well. And if I hold S as well, it needs to be way stronger of a force. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think we're kind of getting with that as we wanted. Like, where's the magenta line? Why is it not displaying? Or the cyan line? Why doesn't it actually appear? Kind of curious. Is it because it is overtaken? Because it is the cyan, yeah. Come on, Unity. Oh no, it is there. Wait, but it's matching the, why is it matching? Okay, it's fine, because it's meant to be onto the red, which is the movement. Okay. That's it. That checks out. Okay, and then that's sort of fine. The only problem is that we need to, I guess, account for. Fuck is limiting my speed with that. What the fuck? Look, it doesn't. It doesn't let me. It's funny. That's a funny bug. Hold on. I was like hovering there. I know why though. So v needs to equal. I guess at the very end we need to just assign the y. Right, we just need to make new vector 3 like that, and then just say 3 rb. So then we're just gonna have like this x y. Up here we're gonna have what do you call it? V dot z. Or I can just make v dot y actually equal to this. Hold on. V dot y equals to rb dot linear velocity dot y. Right? And this should no longer fuck with our movement. Or fuck with the vertical movement at least. Yeah, there we go. I can't go any faster. Start strafing. There we go. I can let go of it. I can hold W, it won't speed me up. Okay. Okay. And then Super's residence super high. Hoi dom. No. I don't know. I'm starting to go a bit cuckoo over this. Magnitude, that's fine. This. Is this defined? And then we just need another one called speed. Horiz h speed. And then we're just going to assign this to here. We're just going to call this h speed. And then down here, we're just going to assign h speed equals h speed. Oh, sorry. HREL dot magnitude. Okay, and then now what is the question? Interesting that when it's on the floor, it won't properly, like, yeah, it'll get stuck. That's interesting. That's right. Yeah, so it won't do anything really. Interesting. Interesting. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. 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 We need to have a is grounded, not is grounded. So if it is not grounded, we're just going to do this pretty much. And. Right, because if we're only limiting forward velocity, it's not going to do anything. More like if we are grounded, if is grounded, right, and we are just going to make v equal to the velocity times plus acceleration, but only up to a certain point, if that makes sense. We'll just make v equal to, no, because we need, I'm just not going to worry about it for now. We'll worry about that later. Then we're going to have another if for if we are in the position where the speed cap minus txa, which is fucking, don't you know what that is? Txa is the red. Our acceleration. If the speed cap minus acceleration is greater than or equal to velocity or projected A. I don't know what these fucking straight lines are. I actually still don't understand what that is. That's not good. Max. What's a fucking variable called? Speed cap. Speed cap. Yeah. Minus the TXA. What does the square lines around it mean? Okay. If t times, I guess it's the magnitude of that now. Not magnitude, because we want the length of that. No? What is it that gives me the float? What? Wait, is that not correct? All magnitude. It's all magnitude, that's all we need. Get on what? Get on what? Get on tier 2? Yes. You know what? I don't know. I don't even think that did anything. Like, I don't know if our code actually did anything. Yeah, because we just did an if and that was it. Nothing actually to do with it. So if we're in that case, then, well, that is smaller than equal to the velocity magnitude. Is it smaller than speed? Okay. How does that make sense? Unless it's asking us to also check that and speed cap, or I guess the what do you call it? Vel project magnitude is small than, we go to the speed cap. And then we're going to do v equals velocity plus speed cap minus, and then in here we're gonna have the velocity x cosine math.cos. How do I do it down here? I need to check how I did it earlier. Mathf.cos, yeah. Mathf.cosine. Then we need to do theta. Right? Theta times acceleration divided by acceleration. What in the fucking equation is this? Oh, it's this one. This bracket opens that bracket. This bracket opens that bracket. This bracket is for that bracket. Turns the cosine of angle F. Acceleration divided by the acceleration. Applied to operands vector 3 and vector 3. So I want to get the velocity plus L. So plus the speed cap minus the velocity times cosine theta. Acceleration, divided by acceleration. What is V meant to be here? That's my question. V is the magnitude of that. Right? Like, is it just wanting to do the magnitude? Because these are vectors here though. We do need one here to increment all this together. But then what, does this need to be plus instead? That's a problem, right? Because this is still a magnitude. Makes it all floats. Cannot be applied. Then we can't divide them by, what is this? How did I do it down here? Let me see how I did it before. Magnitude cosine acceleration 2. Huh? So how does this work? Oh, because L minus, I know, I understand. Right, because there'd be another. No, because this speed cap, right, this float, minus this entire Also, thanks Minus for the follow. I didn't realize you chucked in a follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, so you have like a normal number. We minus B plus this is L minus. Then we have in here. Yeah, that's fine. Times A. Oh, because this should be fine, right? Because we're minusing this variable here. And then we just need to have another one for that. And like that. No? Because then we're between float and vector. Not. What if it's not a... The speed cap, this goes to this here. What if I bracket all these then? That'll work? No. Turns the length of this vector times that. I'm missing a bracket here? No. The speed cap minus this is for that one. This one's for that. This one's for that one. This one's for that one. I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused. Velocity to magnitude theta. L minus this. Why doesn't that work? This should work, unless I'm doing something stupidly wrong. Let's try to rewrite the equation out. V equals vel plus speed cap, right? Minus times dot math equals dot theta That's what I don't get, right? Because why wouldn't this work? This is a float, this is a float, and this is a float, right? Now all three of these. Oh. But then wouldn't these cancel each other out? That's what I don't understand. Because if we're times in this and this, times A, then divided by A. Alright, whatever, this is good enough for me. And then the last condition, I guess, is if speed cap is greater than or equal to velocity project acceleration, then we're going to make v equals just velocity, right? L and vel is the linear velocity. So just equals what it currently is. only one way to tell if this is correct. And that's by testing it, so let's give it a try. Oh yeah, we are locked in. We are locked in, bro. It was good, man. How you doing? Finally touched this game after not touching it for like 2 months because I want to get the movement done. And the movement has been such a pain in the ass to do. I'm sort of getting it. I've just been remaking all the movement, pretty much. And kind of getting upset at it for not working. So it's this green line. Yeah, so it's that blue line. And how far that blue line is from the green line determines the angle. Okay, so this is where we need to add that move case variable back in, because then we can do move case equals 1. Just like that. And then we do, this is sort of what we got to last time, I believe. This time it's a lot cleaner, the code at least. I hope. And the problem is that this time, the fucking green one just bugs out, sort of. We get to the point where we're at the maximum velocity we can achieve. I think the speed cap should only apply if grounded though. Because it does do a pretty good job of, like, I can still go over speed. Yeah, okay. Does it go full source movement? Pretty much, yeah. And the math is brain fuckery, like it is bad. So I think what we need though is we need to separate if they're grounded or not. I think it's the biggest one. And then else, if you're not grounded, else enabled null, just else. Move all of these into here. Now, if you're grounded, right, we're gonna have you with this sort of movement where we're gonna be going like, you're just gonna fucking vel equals, or v equals vel plus acceleration, right? And we just limit it to the speed cap. Now, if the v dot magnitude is greater than speed cap, then speed cap, then we're gonna set, we're gonna set v dot magnitude c cap equals, sorry, if it's greater than the speed cap, then we're going to set it to speed cap, else like this. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it as v dot magnitude. Will that work? I know I can only get, okay. So how can I set magnitude? I need to be hopping, air strafing, all that. Yeah, pretty much. That's the goal. How can I scale it? Multiply every component by the component by the same scale. I need to like clamp it to clamp vector 3. No, it's like a clamp magnitude. The vector with its magnitude clamped to the max length. Okay, so then we can just do v and we can do speed cap. And then we can just set a copy of the vector with its magnitude. Okay, so we can do v equals like that, right? And this way, we should never have a problem where it'll get stuck, I don't think. I hope. Only one way to find out. What have you been up to, Mr. Origami? Are you still working at you know, school? Alright, so now the movement of the ground works flawlessly. I want to quickly check in a move case is 0 equals 0 if we're on the ground. Now the idea is that we can make it so we're grounded and we can just, well, you know what I mean, like. Yep, we're gonna go to 5 and then we're just gonna, yep, there we go. I think I'll make it a lot stronger, the forces, when you're walking on the ground, so it's a lot smoother. That's okay, because then it's separated into the air. Okay, now it's like this. Oh. I think sort of works. It's not that effective, that's a problem. Okay, so I think that's the next part, is the air strafing part here. Oopsies. The example demonstrates the teal line, blah blah. Okay, so we got that air strafing. Calculate the minimum angle between velocity and acceleration as such. Let's read the song. What should I play? Resident Sleeper. Screw you, spookers. In acceleration, do something. We can calculate the minimum angle between velocity and acceleration such that we stay under the speed limit. So the speed cap is greater than or equal to the cosine of the velocity cosine theta. Then we are going to make theta. Check. I'm so confused. Oh man, this is already cooking my brain. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I've been here for what, 2 hours? Oh my god, I've been here for 2 hours. I think once I get this air strafing section done, the rest is just theory. So I don't care about that because I already know this. I know how to strafe. So we're just doing, if it's greater than the speed cap. So we just need to apply a force if we're in the air. So this one is, what do you call it? This is projected to and here it's going to be if the speed cap, I do not explain this one. Actually, do not explain this one at all. If speed cap minus the acceleration is smaller than or equal to the velocity or projected onto air acceleration, which is less than or equal to speed cap. Documenting your code is important, guys. That's why I never do it. speed cap minus acceleration more than or equal to velocity projected onto acceleration and the velocity. And this is just repeating what's on there. It's not even doing anything really. If the speed cap is smaller than or equal to, I swear this is all the same thing. Like when we're in the air, I don't really care about this too much. I won't lie. Like, are we actually ever reaching? That's fine. A speed cap is smaller than or equal to the magnitude. We're just staying as is. It's fine. Okay, so this is the if going to faster than speed cap in if x is going faster than speed cap, do nothing. And this one, what this one's actually doing is, all we're doing with this one is checking the, I guess using the angle to I actually don't know what the fuck this is. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Okay. Let me see if I do this. I'm never really getting number 2. That's the problem. Yeah, 2 I never really get to see 2 in action. Interesting, because 2 is what was throwing us around really well earlier. And that would be magnitude. Maybe the same thing where we just do L minus, speed cap minus. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that doesn't want to work as much. Oh well. Okay. Then what? Wrong function. What if instead, when we're in the air, instead of doing this, we do something else? What if instead we do, what if we just ignore everything that happens here and we just make it if true? Move case equal 4 for air. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to apply the acceleration from the end of the velocity. So we're going to just have v equals the velocity. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? We got to do velocity. I feel like one of these at the debug logs at the bottom would actually probably explain this best. Because we need to get the position of one of them and then move it. Okay, so then what we gotta do is I think we just do vel plus We need to get the very end of the. How do I get it from the point that we are at, and we need to then apply the force perpendicular? How am I going to do that? How do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? Math, with math, how do I do math? We have a vector, right? And we need to get vector 3 dot perpendicular. There's no like perpendicular, not project, I guess, but project is not what we want it to do. From just do cross product, no. Projects a vector on a plane. Maybe that's what we need, something like that. Rotate vector, current towards target. Vector current to the target. What if it's just v equals velocity, right? And then we just get times the no, that wouldn't make sense. Velocity plus the acceleration wouldn't work. Because we need to make it, the acceleration we need to do from, maybe that's what we'll do. Vel plus, what if this would work? I wish the way to like visualize the physics would be so much more helpful. Okay. Okay. That did not work. Don't know what the fuck happened there, but oh my fucking interesting. Okay, we're going to make V. We're gonna clamp the fuck out of that because I don't know what just happened there, but not the play. Not what we wanted. Is this a feature? Yeah, that's a feature right there. That's what we're aiming for. The real question is why. Yeah, you like this. On the ground, it's fine. I don't want to clamp it though, that's a problem. Okay, so why the fuck does it, okay, you're smart, bro. How the fuck do I make a vector of how do I add a force from that direction onto the fucking, how do I do that with math, bro? How the fuck do I do this in math? Let's get acceleration, do something, we can calculate the minimum angle between, but I don't get this is such that we stay under the speed limit. I have to times it by like an angle or some shit. That's what I don't get. Acceleration, cause. Wait, oh wait, I just had an idea. I just had a little brain thing. I actually don't know, and it's bad. Okay, so it's not that. It's clearly not that. Yo, Jack Development raided with a viewer count of 19. What the? Damn, yo, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. You guys have come to watch me just suffer. Really, that's all you're getting here. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How's your stream, Jack? All the new chatters. Yeah, Jack raid. Welcome, guys. How do I How do I shout out? Boom. From one stream of suffering to another. Yeah, that's how it is here. I'm redoing movement code that I did like 2 months ago. Trying to what do you call it? Remake a Team Fortress 2 movement or just source movement in general. And it's just suffering, really. it's not fun. I don't get the math and it's just like I want strafing and stuff and it sort of works, but it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what it's been like. Source code. Yeah, you guys can. So we're making source engine code with this beautiful source code. Yeah, no, it's this what do you call it? This article has been an absolute godsend and not a godsend at the same time because I don't understand half of it. But we kind of got close, but it's just we're almost there, but we're not all the way there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, I was gonna end soon, but I guess not anymore. So yeah, thanks. Well, what do you work on, Jack? What's your what have you been? I guess I assume you're probably doing a coding stream as well. So what do you get up to? Look, we love Valve here, right? They make great games. Oh, all the heavies. Yeah, this is where I'm stuck at air strafing. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe you guys can help me actually. I'm trying to figure out how to make because I've got this V variable, which is my vector, which is what I'm just assigning at the end. Is this a great line of code? No. Yeah, it is. Work my PS1 style horror puzzle game, bro. I'll have to tune in next time. I'll drop you a follow as well, so what do you call it? They release stuff like every 10 years, and for a reason, everything's a success. Yeah, they just... Valve works in mysterious ways. That's Father Gaben. Mr. Newell. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do this, because I've got my V variable, and I need to apply the acceleration variable from the end of the V, and I just don't know how to do that, so... Because if we're doing... No, I've managed a great team. Are you the new Pirate Software? Yeah, I worked at Blizzard, guys. I worked at Blizzard. Don't know if you heard me the first 10 times. I worked at Blizzard though. There's like yeah, Valve is apparently a really small company. Like it's just a very flat structure. Acceleration. Like what if I do the velocity dot magnitude and 336 people as of 2021. It is a very small company for how many people are in there. Or for how big it is. Not how many people, but you know what I mean. Plus the yeah, look at this fucking coding, guys. If true, that's a sort of misery we've gone into here. Day 5 says I might be getting discharged on day 6. Hell yeah, I didn't know you were in surgery, but hell yeah. To a speedy recovery, mate. Magnitude. Yeah, I'm just stuck here. Like this is it. I don't understand what this is meant to mean. The angle in this case is given by. So are we asking that if we're matching the angle, we then have to? Oh, that could make sense. I actually don't know. No, I don't mind. I take it back. I don't know. I'm fucking getting mind blanks. Yo, Turkey, what's good, man? The fuck is this, bunga? This is my game, man. Which we're trying to make my game work, and it's not really working, so we're suffering in silence here instead. It's been like 2 months since I touched this thing. Thought it was a stream of you smoking dudes in RL. No, bro, I've not played Rocket League in forever. It's been too long, man. All right, let me hit up with the. Let me just make that false. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that so that code doesn't run anymore. And Wolf, Sea of Thieves. What else are you thinking of? The host. All right. Douche. Yeah, I'm actually like just fully don't know what else to do. Like I just need to make it so the force applies, and I guess unless what we do is we do if is grounded, right? Or if is grounded. Instead, what we'll do rb.add force from there's an add force from point, right? Add force at position. Yeah, and then we do the force of v from the we do acceleration from v, right? Are you using the default Unity rigid body? Yes, I think so. I haven't changed it, so I'm assuming so. If we're in the air, then what we do instead is we just add v. We add vel. Right? Chaining. The indentation madness. Yes, yeah, I'm assuming so. Like, let me back into Unity. Here's my player object. Yeah, it's just the default Unity rigid body. I just know some friends who play Sea of Thieves all day in Turkey. Playing makes the perfect description. Yikes. I played Sea of Thieves a couple times. That was right. My sort of game. Alright, so here, now we're in the air. Okay, it seems to be working a lot better, I won't lie. Like, how much better, you know what I mean? Never mind. I take it back. Man, I don't know what to do. Oh. Like, if... Oh. Okay. Well, first off, it should be the other way around. I just realized. If we are grounded, we should be doing the other code. Not this, and then we move this, delete that, and we'll just make else up here. Beautifully formatted. Let's give this a try. Let's see what this does for us. Because I think now that it'll still apply the previous the math we did, but instead of assigning the velocity of the rigid body, we're just going to add a force instead, and hope that that works instead for yeah, on the ground. Obviously, everything works. Now nothing works. Epic. Oh, it does work, but very minimally. What type of force do we want then? I guess force mode dot acceleration. Maybe that's what we need. Hit your head enough times, we'll get it working eventually, guys. I'm a believer. I'm a believer if I try. What's the time? 7:51. All right. I don't want to sort of wrap up at 8 o'clock, so I'll find someone else to raid. Pass on the viewers. Yeah, nothing's happening. Oh, it is moving very slowly. If we're doing it from the position of V, V is the green line. So if we're meant to be doing it from the green line, oh, wait a minute. Pipe talk. Is a position a local position? Because what if I need to do like what if I need to do that? What if that's a difference maker, you know what I mean? What if that's what matters here? No. I want to see if it has a stronger impact on the force. I'm near 0, but it doesn't really seem to be. I do love your debug lines. What, like this? Wait, what do you mean? Or what do you mean? The physics lines? Yeah, I know what you mean. These here. Yeah, this is how I've been sort of telling if my code works as I intend to. Yeah, the visual lines. Yeah, yeah, look, man, it's this and print statements that are how we get through life. Yeah, it's just not strafing at all. I don't know how to apply a force from where I want to. Setting the force, acceleration. What if I tried like a different velocity change? An instant velocity change towards body, ignoring its mass. Well, trial and error, I guess, is the way to go. What do you work on, Jack? Like, what's your programming streams about? What were you up to today before you came over to my humble little stream? Oh, it works. Okay, this works. Ow. Let's do something. We get stuck at 3, but still continues. Okay. I think we're getting there. I think we're sort of getting there. I don't know. I can't tell. But we're sort of getting there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out. Like, what if I just assign a value to, like, a multiplier for the how strong we want the rotation to be? Oh yeah, that's... Holy shit, we're going fast. Yo. Okay, let me get rid of that. Now, do we ever, in acceleration, do we ever use movement force at all? Because I know we use it down here. Where is it? Yeah, we don't actually use it at all. Runs the old days of Quake. Look, my game is inspired by some old games, so that's what we're going for. Move. Now, when we do acceleration, it already is technically multiplied by, but then we do it by delta time. So should I be doing move or delta time afterwards then? Might be the play. What if I do move and then we do... Now let's see what this does. Yeah, my programming experiences, or at least when it comes to stuff like this, is some stuff I can just do on a dime, but like with this, bro, it's just trial and error all the way. Eventually it'll flat out and it won't let me get any more speed. That's the idea. I shouldn't be able to hold W and keep accelerating, which I am currently. Yeah, just so people actually understand what's happening. When I right click, it throws a rocket. These rockets are what fly me around, and if I hold left click, it just shoots like this. And the whole point of the game, I've already got multiplayer working and everything. I got a friend already play this with me, and we crashed the game somehow. We crashed the server. But the idea is that it's just a projectiles shooter, as it says in the title. Right clicks the rocket jumper, and you can also hit people with the rocket jumper and it does more damage. Otherwise you have like the smaller guns, and I'll make different types of weapons. eventually. Yeah, I need to. What if? Hold on. What if? Right? What if the angle, the strafe angle, is the angle that the. I have an idea. Well, let me quickly check one thing. I just want to make sure that this doesn't have an impact. I want to see what the impact that has, because I forget. Because if movement force, I want to make it so we check the angle, and then based on that angle, we apply additional force, if that makes sense, right? Yeah, because you see, like, it's still. Oh. What the hell? Hey, let me move. Fuck. Okay. So it does. We kind of do need that because the acceleration. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough for me. Then I reckon what we want to do is you want to then do. I don't actually know what I want to do. What are you laughing at? Like, I'm not lying, man. I don't know. I don't even know what I want to do with this. Like, I don't know. It's hard to make something when you have the like a mental image of what you're trying to make. Because I don't know what I want the movement to be like. I do think velocity change probably works best here, though, as it was before. Yeah, I need to delete all of these. These are all the old functions when I was trying different movement. You're a dev in. You say, is it meant to say adolescence? Adolescence with that phrase XD. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Phrase. And not English isn't everyone's first language, Turkey. Right? Not everyone here is Australian. First, we need to play Rocket League again, man. I actually miss Rocket League. Yes, sir. I'm a little distracted. No worries. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm learning here. Everything here I'm doing is just learning. It's all learning. But at least I'm having fun. Define fun. I'm enjoying it somewhat. I speak Spanish. My mom speaks Spanish a lot, so and she knows Spanish. It's her first language. I know. No hay más cerveza. No hay más cerveza. That's the. That's all I really know. Is grounded. Linear velocity. And hola aqua por favor. Buenos días. Words. Cerveza por favor. What's tres? I forget what that is. Transform position. Okay, we need to then do a. Okay, we're gonna do math. We're gonna do some math here, guys. We're gonna do some math. All right, we're gonna get the angle, which is theta, right? We're gonna get theta. Right now, do we want the angle between where we're looking and the velocity, or we're gonna? Okay, no, we do want that actually. So hold on, where's theta? We're gonna get this, right? We're gonna shove this and say, strafe power equals. We're gonna get this angle, right? Get the strafe power, and then we're gonna say from V to the acceleration. What is the angle, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're going to make the Is there a variable we have called strafe angle? What the hell? You know Spanish very well, guys. Duolingo is a scam. Duolingo grind. I used to use Duolingo. I was trying to learn Russian, but I gave up. So you know, you know how it is. Where's strafe angle? Oh, that's a fucking okay. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Wait, huh? No, I am. Okay, it's fine. And then I want to learn Russian so bad. Yeah, I want to learn Russian just so I can yell at people and like fucking Counter-Strike and TF2 in Russian. That's kind of it. Also, I also have a friend that speaks Russian, so it'd be cool to be able to talk to him. Otherwise, not much. I've got heritage from Russia. Technically part Russian. Yeah, but I don't care. There's not a reason to learn Russian. Otherwise, there's a lot of language I need to learn. Alright, strafe angle, just to debug logs. Strafe power. So I reckon we just get that angle and then we just clamp it or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking to you. Shut up, Headmaster. It's sort of working. I don't actually know. Wait, it's the same angle. Wait, but we need the angle to be from in front of me to... Hold on. Hold on, guys. I done something wrong. We need the... Because the acceleration is a move. We don't need that. We just need... Orientation. That's it. We need the angle from the orientation to the acceleration. Right? I'm well aware. As you say, earplugs in a software to translate in real time, Russian instead. It's a strategy. Reckon we can have like AI just live translate? Like, you know, every fuck, I can't speak words, bro. My brain is mush. Any of you watched or not watched? Have you read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? And they got the little fish that they put in your ear, and it just translates every language. I'm out, Bunga. Hit me up later if you want to play some games. Yeah, I don't know about tonight just because I got uni tomorrow. But I'll fucking... We'll do it one day, bro. I want to set up Rocket League because I have uninstalled it, but I need to get it back up. Okay, so it's a fixed 90 degrees. That's fine. Okay, that makes sense. We need to be based off... Okay, so we need to go, instead of oriented, we need to do V here. Right? And then that's the angle that we have. No, I'm gonna grab dinner, go to the stream. Appreciate it. Take care. I need dinner as well. I think once I get this strafing working, I'm calling it there. I'm gonna worry about like the speeds and stuff later. It's not a problem. Yeah, so now, yeah, so that strafe angle is based off. Yeah, okay, that's what we like to see. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, it's on the ground. You like to build up like some forward velocity, you know what I mean? Then we just need to find... Whoopsies. So if it is greater than the speed cap, we do just make it equal to velocity, right? Yeah. Which means that we're actually doing stuff we shouldn't here, I think. Because I think here, we're just going to make it, we do literally nothing. Like we make V just equal, right? I think this is better off because in this case, oopsies. All right. I don't want it to keep accelerating us. That's a problem, and it is accelerating us. Add force. Oh, because we're getting our position force. World space. Position. What if I just do like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I just remove that there? The wonderful process of testing and testing and more testing. Host. Oh, BRB? No stress. What did I even do? I removed the add force position. I don't even know. Add force from. I don't know if this position is like, what do you call it? Man, I don't even know. I don't know. Okay, why are you posting this stuff? I don't care, bro. I don't care. Get out of here. You're quick. 15 minutes, I'll see you. Now what? So, angle, the orientation. We have the angle. Now what if we can apply that and multiply it by a force? How does clamp work? Clamps value the minimum and the max. What does clamp a 1? Between a 0 and 1 and returns a value. Zero and let's just say we do it by movement force, yeah? And then the max, wait. And what if we say that strafe power? Yeah, we can value between, give minimum, maximum. So how can I? No, I don't think clamp is what I want. I think I need like to not floor it. What is it? Lerp. Do you have any plans for the aesthetics? I'll work on the aesthetics, but I'm always a aesthetics last kind of developer, I guess is the word for it. Like, what do you call it? I don't really care about the looks of, as long as it works, I'm happy. And then once I get everything working, I'll then do the looks. Like I've got Blender I know how to use Blender decently. Like I can't make anything pretty, but it'll look nicer than it does now. But that is after, right? What do you call it? I don't get this. That'll all be after. I'm more oriented to looking. Yeah, I think most people are like. The game doesn't look beautiful. There's no lie there. It looks very ugly, but it will look. One day it'll look really good. Not today though. That's when I get everything done. We'll get there when the time comes. What is ping pong? The fuck? One closer than say that he struggles to understand how we all do things the other way. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't understand people. Yeah, can like work on the graphics first and then do the game last. Like for me, you need to do this first. That's how I work at least. Oh, I'm actually going to go fucking insane in a second. I don't get it. Is it clamp that I want? I don't know if it's clamp that I want. Like, what if... Because max we can be is 180, right? Now, if I do like strafe power divided by 180, and we just make it between 0... What would he call it? No, we need the max to be like... Well, say we want yours turning, right? And like, what was it he said here? Like, what's the angle difference that we need to be facing for it to accelerate? And I feel like the faster I'm going also influences that. However, fuck it. We're just going to do times it by strafe power for now, I guess. And watch the chaos unfold. Is that, to be honest, way more practical, more intense than brain burning? Yes, yeah. But that's how I like it, so that's how we're doing it. Holy shit. Okay. I've done something. I don't know if it's what I want to do, but I've done something. We need to get a replay, instant replay on this, so I can understand what the hell's happening. Ah, see, so I guess what's happening here is sort of working. To the point where, like, I mean, like it only strafes if we're in the angle to do so, if that makes sense, right? How do I explain this? I need to jump here. Let me get some height. Yeah, you gotta be like in range of the strafe for it to properly take effect. It sort of works. It sort of works. Hold on, I'm gonna do a get commit because it sort of works. Movement, recode, sort of works. It is very not working at the moment, but we want to commit. We want to commit because commit is important. Okay, so then we want to do... So I don't think this is the play. I think what we need to do instead is move this like that. And then I think we just continue how it was before. Where we, instead of doing this, we just do like that, right? But then we also apply I actually don't know. I don't know. Was it Commander Wolf? Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hopefully I'll see you again when I'm streaming more. It sort of works. Like, it sort of doesn't work. You know what I mean? Isn't like, I have no idea what's happening. Why does it randomly freeze me? Oh, I know why. Because here, yeah, this needs to be set to that. Do you stream often? I have phases where I'll stream like every day or every other day for like a few weeks straight, and then I'll stop streaming, and then I'll stream again, and then I'll stop streaming. Like I haven't streamed in about, well, I streamed recently, but I haven't. But yeah, it's very like when I do stream, I do stream a lot, but when I don't stream, I'm not streaming. It's like yeah, it's it comes and goes as I say. You know, like whenever I'm working on this game though, it's always in stream. So like there's a few times I've worked on the game off stream, but most of it's on stream because the main reason I stream these is because when I like to what do you call it, put the videos as a hijack. Nice to see you still here lurking. But I like to put the VODs like unlisted and just say like download them, and I think it's nice that when I'm older I'll be able to have like be able to watch myself, all 40 hours of VOD footage or whatever it is at now, and watch me like figure all this out and like code this from the start and have it all recorded. I'd record it, but that's boring, so I stream it instead. Like all my coding projects now. Watch him regret your, yeah, legit. I'm gonna be sitting there like that one Interstellar meme, where he's sitting there like crying, watching the TV with his kids. It'll be like that pretty much. Okay, so it sort of works, but it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like, and there it works to extend, then it stops, cuts out. So I think what I gotta do is I just gotta increase the force, or increase this. What if I do like that, and then, because V initially just equals velocity, yeah. So then we just do that, and then we just do this times strafe power, just to see what happens if I move this code here. Psychology goal now. What's wrong? I'm so confused. Strafe power does not exist in your, yeah, whatever, screw you. Get away. How to code, guys, how to code. I don't get it, I don't get it. Alright, let's give it a try. What the fuck? Why did I... What the fuck? Okay, I don't think that was intended. That is not intended game design. Just so it's clear. But why? What causes that? No, hi Kenny. We need feed. I don't know. I don't know what this does. I don't know how to even utilize this code. I don't think this even does anything useful for us. Hold up. Oh, he's doing coding stuff. Hi Lilin, how you doing? Coding stuff? I always do coding stuff in my stream. It's like all I stream. Okay, why does it do that? I don't get why the fuck that happens. Like I'm holding D and it just starts launching me out of the, oh, okay. Let me try again. I'm gonna hold A and I'm just gonna, yeah, and the fuck? Okay, so thanks for the follow, Lilin. Appreciate it. Today's been a good stream. I haven't streamed in ages. I come back and we're actually getting tons of follows. Got a big raid. Not good. It is coming to an end though. It is 8:20. I wanna have dinner and. Louis never seen a stream. Only seen others being goofballs. Yeah. Yeah. Unlike the rest of them, I'm not the goofball. I'm not chaotic. I'm not Angus, as they say. No one says that. fuck, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. I don't understand the math, and it's a problem because if I don't understand the math, I can't fucking figure it out. If the speed cap is greater than or equal to the cosine of theta, and then the theta is greater than or equal to the acceleration times cosine with the speed cap over the velocity. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. In practice, we want to get as much acceleration as possible. The minimum angle, in this case, is given by 100 units and 200. Turns out it's true. How more Angus is his voice again, relaxing book reading vibes, and balls are dropped. No, I said I'm not Angus. No, I'm not more Angus. I'm not Angus. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Angus's voice is yeah, I'm definitely not more Angus. I'm not Angus. I'm far from Angus. Bro, meeting Angus in person was probably the funniest thing. Meeting his mum in person was actually amazing. That was an experience I'll never forget. The cougar. I'm going fucking... I don't know how much more I can take of this stuff. Like, we're so close. We're so close. We're so close to solving it. We're so close. And I just... Oh, wait. No, that won't work. Unless... No. That wouldn't matter. Just write it out. I can't write it out, man. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Fucking... I try to put my thoughts into words and it just comes out gibberish. Like, we need to do this. We need to just make it so the fucking velocity, have, you know, adds a force to like the rotational forces. Yeah. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Like, what if... The thing is, this never gets called anyway. I don't know why. I think I did something wrong with this here. If the speed cap minus the magnitude, hold on, where is it? Speed cap minus magnitude, no, minus acceleration is smaller than or equal to the velocity projected onto acceleration, which is less than speed cap. Then we do this. Gotta go eat, refresh, come back. Sometimes you just block ourselves. True. But now if I'm gonna go eat, I'm ending stream. So I might come back to this Tuesday. I think Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday to do this for sure. Tuesday's the next stream. During the day because I'm not gonna be at uni. I think it's broken. Back. You're gonna get in the shower and then immediately, yeah, no, Jack, you're right. I'm gonna figure it out immediately and just rage. I'm gonna call it here though. Anyone have anybody to raid? Any raiders? Any people to raid? We'll look for someone in the category, I guess. Leave the followers on. Lead them onward. But yeah, I've reached my limit. I've reached my limit, as they say. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna rush back to my computer and like solve it. But until then, we're gonna suffer silently. Who's live that I'm following first off? Till then, I can hear myself feel. Ew. Turn that shit off. Right. Let's go to the category. Double and pass to the next person. Exactly. Keeping the good deed going. Anyone in Unity? I want to find someone in Unity. Wow, there's really no viewers. And it is like dead hour for everyone. Working on a boss fight. I need to chat, Jack, if you have anyone you want to pass the raid on to, by the way. You go, let me know if you have any, like, anyone you follow or anything. Otherwise, we will chuck on may contain sexual themes. Q&A hentai game developer. Okay. We're not rating them. That's on Twitch. That's allowed on Twitch. Okay. Can't say I'm surprised. This guy's doing leak code. This guy's doing Godot. Croxflux. Not sure if they're gonna end soon. Well, then they can triple it and pass on to the next person. You know what I mean? Okay, how many ads do I have? 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds of ads. We can put that on the second screen. All right. In that case, yeah. Look, we almost got there. We almost got there today. Like, I'm pretty happy. We rewrote all the code. My old friend. Yeah, easy peasy. And your old friend. See what he's up to. Yeah, look, the strafing works sort of. Sometimes it throws you into the wall really violently, and I gotta fix this. But well, that's tomorrow's problem, as we say. That is future me's problem. Right, let's see this guy.
Setting them properly or something.
Making an RPG in Unity as well. All right, easy. How do I? Where's my chat? /raid. Dude. It works until it really doesn't. Pretty much, yeah. Look, if I close my eyes, it works fine. All right, thank you everyone who tuned in today. Thank you, Jack, for the raid. Thanks to all the new followers as well. Go check this guy out. Sand chat. I'm gonna go eat my dinner, and I'll be back. If not tomorrow, Tuesday, I will for sure be streaming. And Jack, thank you for the follow. All right, I will catch you all later. See ya.